What is going on, Gundam fans? So, I am a little bit late for one episode, but, because obviously I have a life, but I was able to upload one for Gundam Build Divers episode 12. So, as you all know, what happened was in the last episode, they actually just caught the mastermind behind the brake decals. So, basically in the episode, there are spoilers, so if you haven't watched the episode, please exit out and watch below, because I have the link below. But if you don't, just keep on watching. So here are some of the Easter eggs I found, which I thought they were relevant. If I do miss any, please comment below, and don't be a dick about it. Just comment. That's it, and just put it down. Like and subscribe as well. So let's get started. All right. So the first thing I thought was really cool. So is this evil Haro. Now, what this Easter egg is actually from Gundam 00. If you remember one of the episodes, I believe it's one of the innovators. The main villain, he actually uses an evil Haro to basically use it to communicate to one of the enemies. She's that one bratty girl who like kills like the girl's parents, and then her brothers die too, and she just goes all crazy. So the evil Haro in that one shows up and is like, oh well, there's gonna be an enemy coming right at you, and she thinks it's gonna be one of the ones that killed her brothers, but it was actually the girl that she killed her parents. So it's pretty interesting, and again, they use a Haro to communicate, so I thought it was really cool. But again, I'll actually post a link on the bottom if you want to watch that clip. It's actually pretty epic and very satisfying because I did not like her at all. Alright, next. So in this part, Ayami, which is really interesting in this part, is when her SD is not moving and she's like, please move, and she cries, and that actually, I feel like that actually targets Fumina from Gundam Build Fighters Try when she has her SD Gundam, but it's also, that turns into an HG. It's a very similar scene when she's going against Shia. She wants to move, but Shia's about to attack her, but in that scene, the tears kind of make the Gundam move. In this one, unfortunately, it's the opposite, where nothing happens, but her friends come to save her. So I guess with her character developments, that she has trust issues of meeting friends and building connections with people, and I guess in a way it shows that now she has friends that are willing to be there for her, which is really cool. This scene is pretty interesting, with the one little the mongoose guy. The cool thing about this scene, he goes under the big ZAM's crotch. Now, why is this scene very important? Because it relates over to Gundam 0079. Oops, I didn't have it right there. Let me pull this up and see if I have it. Gundam 0079, so it relates to this scene. Oh, it's not pulling up. Let me pull that up really quickly. Hold up. Maybe a little technical difficulties. Let's see. Pulling it up. So yeah, it actually relates to Slegger. So I don't know if you remember Slegger from Gundam 0079. He's the one that pilots the core fighter and that rams the big ZAM to keep it from moving right under him. So I believe it's this scene right here. Let me pull this up. Pull it up. Alright, cool. So it's actually this scene right here, which is pretty cool. So as you can see here, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can. Cool, perfect. So this is when the core fighter actually gets hit by all the little toes, and it actually shoots right on the cockpit, or the crotch area, so it can stop it from moving. So that's when Amuro is able to slice it with with his beam saber. So that's kind of like the scene here. It's kind of showing that, but obviously it didn't work. So that kind of sucked for him. But he was using a freaking saw at the crotch, so I must have hurt like a bitch. But whatever. Alright, so this thing was really cool when Riku uses his, when he opens the GN drives, and after using Trans Am, it opens wings. Now this could lead to two things. First, it could relate to this scene, so it's kind of blurry, you can't really tell, but this is the scene when Double Riser actually basically becomes an innovator at that point, and actually uses, the Trans Am and to be able to, in a way, kind of spread its the GN drives all over particles. So let me see if I can pull this up. Actually, that's probably easier to see. So if you can see this clip, I'm pulling this up. So of course, Satsuna FSA, because he's freaking awesome. It's right here, I believe. So at this part. So this part right here, she uses the drive right there. See, and just really quickly, the drive. Yeah. So that's when he becomes an innovator. So I think that's kind of what it relates to that scene. To be honest, I personally think. Or it could be this. It could also relate to Build Strike, you know, using the wings where Sei and Iori, sorry, my bad. So Iori Sei uses the wings on the Build Strike in Build Fighters, so that could be it too. Or, you know, again, it could be, it could also be, you know, the butterflies for, what's it called? Let me pull this up. It could be for this. Oh, that also didn't show up. Wow, everything is technical difficulties today. So let me pull that up. So that could also relate to the Turn A butterfly. If you ever watched Turn A, so in the scene when Riku, you know, uses the wings, it heals everyone kind of thing. So in Butterfly and, you know, Turn A, kind of the same idea. So if you pull this up right here, I'm going to pull it up really quickly. So Turn A uses the Moonlight Butterfly. So I think that's kind of related to that too, as you can see. You know, he kind of floats the same way, just flies, and it's pretty OP, so I guess that's kind of the same idea. Rumors said Turn A is actually one of the most powerful Gundam. Okay, so this is really cool because the champion uses Excalibur. So if you don't know what that's from, that's for sure targeting Fate Zero. I mean, obviously it's a very generic word. Excalibur can be anything, but I'm pretty sure it was targeting Excalibur. So let me pull up the scene because this is a pretty epic scene. Let me pull this up. So, okay, let me pull this up. Oops. There you go. Yeah, right here. It's the coolest thing in the world. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, yep. So I'm pretty sure that was that same scene when he was like Excalibur, and so I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But it was pretty dope. I totally think it's awesome. Again, we found our Patrick. It's very hard to see, but we found him. We found Patrick. So that's also a scene in the 00, the movie where everyone, you know, all their mobile suits destroyed. Patrick flies in the skies, space. That's kind of like the same idea. Let's see. And yeah, so those are the ones I found. It was a really cool episode. I guess the bad guy died pretty quickly, but we'll get on episode 13 next week. I'll be talking about that one. That was a really cool episode, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe below again. Again, if you have anything that you want to share at the bottom, please do. You know, share whatever I missed. There might be something I missed. I don't know. But just comment below. And yeah, be excited to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks so much.